what's up guys? So in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys how to use the player world UI. I'm not going to be like going in depth into it. I'm just going to show you guys one system that I usually use for like my rooms and stuff, so you guys can learn off of that. If you have any questions, CV2 questions, I can try my best to answer them. Also, please subscribe if you guys haven't already. I'm trying to hit 100 subs, guys. It's only 100 or 10 subs away. It's crazy, man. Okay, let's get right into it then. Okay guys, so what you're going to want to do is pull your maker pen out. Pulled you guys in just a little bit so you guys could see a little bit better. So the first thing you're going to want to grab is a player world UI. That's just what it's called. It's just got one little target pin and that's it. And you're going to want to go to configure on your tools. You're going to want to configure the player world UI, and then you want to disable primary bar and disable secondary bar, and then enable text. And then the text, I mean, you can put whatever you want, but I always just make it nothing for now, so it's just automatically nothing. And you can, it says enable when joining. I don't normally do that just because at half the time it doesn't work correctly if I do that, but yeah. So you're gonna want a event receiver. So we want to find, if you configure it, you're going to want when player joins, or just player joins, whatever. And then you're going to want an if player is local. If player is local. And then, because when a player joins, the execution will be sent to everyone in the room. So if you just have it like instantly go through, it's going to do this for everyone in the room, which is not what we want. We just want the player that joined to be local. And then is local, what we want to do is get an if chip. An if chip. So is local, if chip. And then we're going to want is player world UI get enabled. So it's just going to check to see if you're enabled, and if you are, then, which you don't normally have to do this just because when it is players joined, it just automatically does this. But if you do want to switch this out for like an event receiver or something else, you have to have this just to make sure, just in case, like, you know. And also it's not good to just have it always setting. I mean, you can, but it just breaks sometimes if you do that. Thing we're going to want is you're going to want to find display player world UI. So now you're going to want to take the target from the player world UI and connect it to your world UI, and then go from false. So if they don't have it enabled, then it displays it, and then which actually, we will change this right now, just because it'll make more sense to you guys if we do it like this. So I'm just gonna make a little, so time update, players local, it's true, then it sets this, which then we want it to, let's say every second, so it's just gonna count up. So it's pretty much going to be every minute, so we'll just set this to 60 seconds. So every minute that you're in the room is going to start saying like 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute above your head. So we're going to want to get a int variable. The int variable it's pretty nice because you can actually save stuff between, like, if they leave and join back. So if you want them to like join back and you want their int variable to like stay the same, you just put it on cloud variable. But one thing I'll always say is do not put anything on cloud variable till the room is ready to be published, because there has been times where I had my cloud variable just put on when I made it, and then it just, something breaks, and like you get millions and millions of everything, and then everything's broken, and you have to redo everything because now everyone has millions, and it's just it really sucks. Especially when stuff gets on the leaderboard, because then it just, yeah, double sucks. Because if the person never joins back again, it just, yeah. Sorry. So we're just going to call this min. for minutes. Okay, so what we're going to want is a add. An add chip. Oh my gosh. So an add chip. So every minute that you were in the room, it goes up by 1. And then we're going to want a set player world. Let's find it. Set player world UI value. So the value is whatever is going to be above your head. So because we want it to be a string and we only have it as an int, we're going to need a string. So the first thing you're going to want to grab is a string format. And the second thing you're going to want is a toString. So the string format, it makes it so you can put a number. So I'm going to connect the output of the int variable into here. So now, because there's a 1 inside of the int variable, a 1 comes out of the string. So we're going to put the value there. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put, you have to put this little parenthesis thing around a 0 if it's the first value. And then if it's the second value, because you can actually, here, if you configure this, you can add an input. So now there's another input. So if you wanted the second input to show up, you would have to put a 1, like that. So we're going to want minutes. So now you have 2 minutes. You've been in the room. Now if we set this, there you go. It shows I've been in this room for 3 minutes now. And you can set it so it saves, so when you join, whatever. You can also add whatever you want to make it so it does things when you actually look at it. That didn't make sense. Okay, guys. So that's pretty much all you need for the player world UI. It's very simple. There's not a lot to it. There is many other things you can do with this, but this is normally what I do, and this is normally what most people want. It's just to be able to show the thing above their head. See, so I have 3 minutes I've been in the room. Shows up above my head. When this goes off again for another minute, then... And also, this is something a lot of people mess up, is delay. When you have after delay, don't just instantly put that into the minutes. Because if you put the after delay into the minutes, then it's going to, because this is going off, I think, like 33 times a second, this is going, as soon as this is done 60 seconds, it's not going to restart. It's going to just keep going through. So what you're going to want to do is have it cancel. So after 1 goes through, it cancels it and then has to wait another 60 seconds. But there you go. Okay, guys, with that wraps up the video. Very easy. If you guys have more questions of different ways you guys want to see the player world UI, I can show you guys in other videos. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.